It's time to stop making your Openclaw just a glorified GPT and a black hole that keeps sucking money out of you. Yo, what's up? Is your man and only Stotimon, and welcome to another episode of Stotimon Builds with Openclaw. In this episode, we'll be creating a dashboard. I will put the prompts in the description of those that we've created if you want to copy those, and a fresh one for you guys just to start out with, something to test, learn from, and actually be productive with. Something that we've been using, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so we started off simple. I said, okay, Nexus, that's our Openclaw. Our manager is Nexus. Well, at least the role and agent is Nexus. We're creating a dashboard for today's recording. Let's create a simple dashboard and 2 and 3 prompts that we use to create our mission control and dashboard. Something simple that anyone can understand, use, and track and make progress using this. So he said, okay, cool. We'll be building a dashboard. He's created it in this folder. So we'll now be heading over to that folder. It would be in the Openclaw workspace folder. From there, he's created a dashboard folder. This is a new folder that he just created, and in here we have a daily report template and a trading record, right? So we'll go through both of these in a sec. We'll click open with Chrome because that's the browser I'm currently using, with Openclaw as well. Okay, this is not exactly what I was expecting. I usually work with things a little bit more detailed. I am a bit of a perfectionist that way, but this is a simple daily report that you can actually add to your mission control, right? So it's got a date, what was done for the day or the previous day, decisions that were made during that period, what's pending, so what's required to be done for today or tomorrow or for the week ahead. Here's what tomorrow's focus is, quick stats on what you've made progress on so far. So your revenue, ideas, leads, trading, profit and loss, right? Let's also open the other file, trading record. We'll also open it with Chrome. And okay, here we go. Okay, so the balances is a little bit off here for some reason. I don't know why. This is just an example anyway. So it's saying the broker, this is for our trading record so far, the test that we've been doing on trading with Openclaw. So we're using the XNES demo account now. Account test drive, method trailing stop loss, leverage is 1:1,000. I think our leverage is actually set to 1:1,000. Unlimited. But okay, we actually started the balance of this account with $20 and less, right? And each time we took it up to this point here, we took it up to over 100 and at least 120. I think that was the highest. But a few times that we tested, once it was $100, just over $100, I drained the account and took it back down to 20 and we started again, right? And we're doing it again now for at least like the 10th time at this point. So technically our total profit and loss is way more than this. We should be looking at, if it was a $20 account, we should be looking at least nearly $100 in profit for that. I think that was our first or second test, right? And we did this in a matter of 8 trades. Our win rate was technically more than 50% and profit factor 1.57. Now you can see it took some of our trades that some of the trades that we took, it noted down, and this is in our trading record. So we took sells, we took $17 from that one. Another sell was $12, another sell was $13. And I think these were all basically in one day, right? Here we took a short, we took a small loss because I think we trailed the stop loss and then we took a small loss. Here's another one, we took a small win because of also this trailing stop loss. These here that we took losses on, I think these were my fault. And it said close, no SL8, and then close this one, SL8. Okay, so this one here hit the stop loss, but I think that was me trading without the bot. And these two here that closed with no SL set, what happened was we were expecting the market to hit a certain level. It was below, I think we had 2 trades open at the time. So one was -7, one was -8. And yes, it was with like a $20, $30 account-ish. Excuse me. So what happened was Nexus decided, okay, let's close the trades and start fresh. But we also learned from that loss that we should have let those trades ride, because after we had closed those trades and taken a loss, it actually went up to our TPs. So we could have taken at least another $30 each on these trades, which should have made us $60 in total. added to the account, right? So that's why we're still doing further testing so that we don't make these kind of mistakes with our trading bot. So we've currently got actually more than 4 wins, and yes, we've got about 4 losses in total from at this point a dozen trades or more, and we have way more wins than that actually. These were just, I suppose, recorded for the test, but also not correctly. And then the signal logs. So what we've noted from this is the signals that Openclaw was giving us were actually pretty good signals. From all the signals that he gave us, the only reason we took a loss was because we closed before the market had moved to our position. That's the only time we actually took a real loss. And then there's a status report on, so this is just a small idea of a dashboard that you could have. Let me show you the other dashboard, right? This has a little bit more metrics of ours. It's got a dashboard task, change log metrics. It's got my name there, a live clock. It's even got a notification button, which seems to not be working right now. Okay, so how many active clients we have, what's our win rate, what's our progress. This is part of our training progress. So how many trades out of 10 are we currently doing, what's our monthly revenue currently, it's up by 12%. What tasks have we completed, so trading, and that's by our agent Solve. Solve is specific role for trading and coding, right? Technically we should have 2 separate roles for that, but those tasks are not done at the same time, so it won't cause much of a problem, and it hasn't been a problem for us so far. The other role we have is Pepper. Pepper is basically for our social content. We've got Nexus, who is our main manager, and Storm is the big brain of the operation. So Nexus does all the small level thinking on what needs to go where, sends it to Storm. Storm does the big brain thinking, and then assigns the tasks and jobs to all the other roles that we have, right? We've got a content manager. We've got a finance manager. we've got roles for basically everything in our business, right? So just here's alerts and stuff, what needs to be approved, stuff like that. So this will be an interactable, it's supposed to be an interactable. I don't know why it's glitching out right now. Yeah, it's probably because we are actually showcasing it now, and then things will go wrong. Okay, so this is our second iteration of the dashboard. I'd like to have this one mixed with the other one and our first iteration of the dashboard, because with our first iteration we had a full pipeline of content. So basically I could give an idea within that dashboard, because it's its own section for content. It would create then content for the different platforms that we have, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, X, whatever. It creates scripts for our long form and short videos, even thumbnail ideas, prompts, and everything that we need would basically in that dashboard. And unfortunately it has updated the dashboard, so one of these has basically overwritten that dashboard that we have. I'll just have to put everything into one and sit with it to get a proper dashboard that suits my needs. So currently what's happening here, we are only using cloud models, and come to find out we're actually using like 21 million tokens a day because of the grown jobs that we have set up. Initially it was about 1 million tokens a day. Within the first week we were doing about 15 million. At this point we were doing at least 20 million tokens a day, which is $100 worth of tokens, but we still not have spent a cent on Openclaw thus far, even though we have made some money on it, right? Trading record, we still need to do the 7 more trades, or at least 6 more trades at this point. Demo trades that we got 3 out of 10, the new trade setup. So I don't think this is gonna work. Okay, so basically what we're doing right now is that this is an interactable button, but it needs to be added to the back end of what we've created for trading thus far. So it's a manual, it requires a manual start, so it has to be clicked to activate. And what it will do is once you click it, it will read the charts, look for a setup for you, give you a signal, and then you can take the signal manually. But one step further than that, what we're doing is also, once we click it, we're going to create a dashboard for it separate from this one here that anyone can use. So you basically put in your information of how much you got in your account, which chart are you trading for, and or which pair are you trading for, and add the chart basically like we have trading view here with the relay on, and then obviously your broker account terminal with the relay on. So from there, it will auto trade for you, but we're making sure that you're not going to get any losses. We can't guarantee that you will make the same kind of money that we did, and it will always be right. I mean, nothing is perfect, but for the most part, yeah, we've made a lot of profit out of it. We've only had 2 losses thus far, so we want to set it up to that point where it can give you the signals so you can manually trade, or it can auto trade for you. That's the package we'll be having ready pretty much soon, probably within a few weeks, maybe by the end of the month. So the quick actions here is to generate a signal or execute the trade for us. Right now it's just a placeholder menu. So you can click here, generate signal, and it's supposed to generate a signal for you. I'm not sure if this is actually accurate right now, but it's saying confidence is 72. But basically what it's supposed to do is, with the back end and the commands that we've set up, it's supposed to read the charts, create a signal for you, tell you where to take profits and stuff with your trailing stops, and it's confidence 72. I think that's pretty accurate so far. And then if you click open Exness, which is also an interactable button, and it looks like it's actually, yeah, it actually opened up our trading terminal, which which is pretty awesome. We just need to obviously activate the relay, and then it can start trading for us from there. Opening trading view, so that means if I click there, it's going to open up a trading view window, which we already have here, and then just to put the relay on so that it can watch the markets and obviously trade for us. Then we've got the trading guard. This is the risk enforcement. So it mitigates your risk on how much you are risking for your trade, right? This is all part of the package that's going to be for the auto trading and the manual signals that it's going to give you. And we have a lead scraper agency clients. I think, all right, it just says that it's active. Then we have a SOP generator, possibly a sellable. This could be prices for how much we could charge for this sellable business idea. Something that somebody could use or a client could use as a running business and provide it as a service, right? Then we have a webhook receiver and a questionnaire. So we can click here to activate all systems, or there should have been a button to deactivate already. And then currently what we're building on right now is what kind of services we offer, what kind of projects we're working on right now, and how much we can actually charge for these services, how much we do charge currently, and how much we can charge for the things that we are currently building right now. For example, a trading bot, that's going to be a bit of an expensive one because it's not a service we'll be providing, but it's a fully running business that we can sell, and a client can then offer it as a service for themselves and see that ROI pretty quickly. Within at least 3 to 6 months, you could have covered up what you spent on this business, and even more than that. And then we've got some SOP products, standard operating procedure products, that we could sell for like low ticket kind of stuff. Okay, so that's basically what we've been doing with it so far. Now, right now, I've been tracking everything in all the documentation that we have here. As you can see, we've got the everything in our workspace, right? We've got our Claw Hub, configs, content. Okay, this is all for our content. We've got our dashboard, we've got a knowledge base, memory files, mission control, and output folders. So whatever's in the output folders. Okay, so adversarial coach, this is something that I have set my Nexus to be, is an adversarial persona. So he doesn't always agree with me or be a yes man, complacent in that way. He's like, he will always call me out and tell me where I'm wrong, and save me from falling into any traps that we might face. Content money plan, model testing, Nexus setup, PDF guides, outlines, content pillars, tutorial series, and then this is our viral engine service. That's pets for content as well. and it's got a bunch of other files. We'll probably go into these files. I think maybe we could do that right now, but there's an input folder that it created, right? So these are files that I copied and pasted into this folder, because if you notice in a web UI chat, you can't really paste images and you can't really paste files, and if you copy and paste text, the context windows are a little bit short based on the models that you're using. So for our viral engine, and this is our business, our main offer that we've been running for the past year at least, these are all the documents that I've pasted into this folder, and Nexus was able to read all those files and understand what we do in the business. From there, it's created other files for like agents MD. We can go through the list of agents. Okay, so basically this agent's MD file is just what the agent should be doing, our main agent, that is Nexus. We've got audit questions, 60-day blitz. This is basically for content and for business. If you want to be doing a blitz is basically doing one thing every day to get to those targets that you want to hit, the goals that you want to hit, right? And then you measure that every day. Some business plans, content banks. So whatever we've been finding and giving to Nexus. So Nexus has basically 4 tasks to do, is to find, okay, so understand what I give it, how we can use it for our business, how we turn it into content, and how we can turn it into a sellable business. Not a service that we'll provide, but a full running business that other people can provide it as a service, right? And then the other thing is, oh yes, the fourth part is to find leads for that business that it also created for the sellables, and it has done that thus far, right? But we have a role for each of those specific tasks that it needs to do. It's just that Nexus needs to understand what needs to be done, hand it over to those roles, to Storm, and then to those roles, and they'll do the task and come back with content, a business, and leads for that business. Okay, so we've got a new mission control. This is something I didn't even take note of. I'm only seeing it now in the files whilst we were going through it, right? So our target for each of our offers is to basically get to 10K a month. We are doing that with our core offer, which is our viral engine services. Right now, we've got our status of so there's an overview, trading, AI builder, live, content, philosophy. I don't know where philosophy comes from, but anyway, this is our command center and what's going on right now. We've got a video content goldmine. Everything that here becomes content, step-by-step modular builds equals endless video series equals to leads and paid clients, right? So this is basically a sellable on its own, and it's created. We've got a couple of modules for it. The pricing from anywhere from $500 to $4,000. Yeah, agent philosophy, 72-minute setup demo, 65% close rate script. So it's created the modules for it's basically the entire course for this sellable business. It's created pricing tiers for this business. AI agent philosophy, so understanding the AI agent. There's a 7.2-minute setup demo, so a demo on how to use this business and set this up for yourself. And a close rate script, so a 65% close rate script, so a script that we can use to close prospecting leads on, right? Right now there's an AI trading assistant. We've got basically, this is how it's going to work for us. We've got a signal parser script. We've got a positioning calculator, risk validator, a Telegram bridge, and then a trading journal. So there's 5 steps to this, but we're going to create a dashboard for it, and it will be a fully running business, sellable business that once we sell it, other people can use it as others can then sell it further, because we'll give them licensing rights to sell it further, or also provide it as a service, right? So what happens is, the first step, signal parser will read the charts first, look at signals, then it will get a position calculator, will tells you where you're going to be able to take your position, a risk validator based on the equity you have available in your account. From there, it will send you the signals via Telegram. That's why the Telegram bridge. And then it will also journal the trades that you've taken for you. So you can understand trading while it's doing it for you as well. So you can learn while it's doing it for you. And here are the product tiers for the sellable. It's come up with it by itself, right? A signal processor, that's something that you could provide as a service, providing signals through this, is basically $497. The full journal is $1,000. The full white label, so rebrand rights, custom setup, so you can resell it, is only $2,000. And the entire agency, multi-account, team features, whatever. So the full package will be about $4,000, right? Build metrics so far, we actually have all 4 modules. Actually, we have we got 4 modules built thus far, and tested already. It hasn't updated that, unfortunately. So the system is technically a little bit over 20% ready, because we just need to test module 5, that would be the Telegram bridge and the trading journal, and then obviously the dashboard, and make it a simple system that anybody could use. And average setup time is only about 7.2 minutes, which is yeah, that's insane. All right, so let's see. Okay, so all of these are interactable, and this is our latest signal. Technically, that's not the one we use. The market has changed from that position. It's got model assignments, right? So the local models that we've noted are not good enough to basically handle these tasks. You have to use cloud models, right? The only model that could be good enough might be GLM 4.7 Flash, but we can't run it on our potato because it needs more RAM and VRAM, obviously, right? So Mistral Instruct was good enough for creating content, scripts, and such. So we had to remove it from the trading automations and tool execution, because that's where the local models fail when it comes to tool execution, right? That's where they are lacking. But otherwise, for creating content, scripts, stuff like that, Mistral is pretty good. Okay, so the Quen 2.5 coding script generator might be good for coding. I haven't tested it out for coding, but it was not good at being a brain or the back end for Openclaw, because it speaks in code. It literally speaks in JSON script, and you couldn't get it doesn't have a personality, so it's not good to use as a brain for Openclaw. We had Granite 4. Granite 4 came the closest to having a personality, but unfortunately it wasn't up to handling tools. I would say Granite 4 was the closest one to having a personality and being able to do a few things as the brain of Openclaw. LFM 2.5 thinking model is just an emergency. This one is also good at creating content for scripts, stuff like that. So the Mistral and LFM were just smaller models that could work on our potato and run pretty decently, pretty quickly. But when it comes to tools, yeah, none of these local models were up to the task, right? So we've technically removed all local models from any assignments that they're doing with our other than text-based tasks for writing scripts and stuff like that. We've removed them from all the jobs that require tool handling and any automations. So we started out with another $16 account. I think we're up now a little bit over $20. So this is our trading pipeline from the demo to AI signals building. Manual you execute, so you can execute it manually when it gives you the signals, and then we'll be tracking all the trades, and we are about 30% complete. Hopefully we'll be complete with that by the end of the week. And then we've got okay, this is still part of the whole trading modules and pipeline. Currently where it's at, what needs to be done, what we need to test. We've tested a few modules. Like I said, we've tested the first at least 4 modules, and all of them work pretty good. Then for content, So we've got content pipelines, and this is our content factory that we use as well. So we get endless ideas. So we don't experience burnout in this way. This is something we've been doing since before Openclaw. And yes, I haven't been doing much content myself, but for my clients, this is what we offer them, right? So we've now started doing it for ourselves as well. Ideas, endless ideas, recordings active. So we try to do this every day for at least the next 30 days on this channel, editing, uploading every day, and then we'll see how we'll gauge the metrics, engage comments, and see what needs to be done to improve, obviously, in the content, like we do for our clients, to get them to monetization as we've done, because we've at this point done over 1 billion views for our clients and over $1 million made for our clients, right? And testing it out for ourselves as a content factory and a sellable business that you could use. Basically, you'll even get the rights to resell it or offer it as a service, right? And that's what we're building right now. It is 71% complete. And okay, so yeah, I do a little bit of gaming on the side when I do have time. So currently we were doing some long forms, making some long forms and shorts on our gaming channel for Neo 3 since it was released recently. A game that I got pretty addicted to during the evenings. But yeah, so to show your analytics, so currently we made at least about 4K views over a past week for just a few videos. I think it was about four videos. So that's pretty decent because we don't always post on that channel. It's a pretty dead channel, but we have, yeah, we had made some progress on that channel, and we do better for our clients. So content calendars, it's basically all in one content, everything you need for content. Okay, let's see the philosophy. The philosophy, how we build, why we build, and what freedom means. And that's basically what Openclaw comes down to. It's, you know what I mean? It's basically to give you the freedom, to save you time, that you can focus on enjoying life. You know what I mean? Doing the things that matter. Okay, so AI agent autonomy within bounds. The Openclaw creator provides it. The Openclaw creator proved it. Put an agent in a Linux Docker, tell it to search the web with no capabilities. It builds its own curl and completes the task, right? That's what we are building. Self-healing, tool chaining, modular systems that fix themselves and run themselves, right? Safety plus freedom formula. So it's safe healing. It fixes its own errors. It doesn't okay, our Nexus, when it searches for new skills, like for example on ClawHub, we know some of these skills have bad prompt injections, right? So what we do is we first scan those. We put it into a safe locker, or we put it into a safe locker basically, right? Where we check, is this thing safe? Does it have anything we can use? Then we take it. If it's not safe, we get rid of it. That's simple. We're not susceptible to prompt injections. Well, not less susceptible to prompt injections, but we do have a safe space where we can check on these skills. And if these skills do have any bad code or prompt injections, what we do is rebuild that skill for us as we need it, right? And then it does tool chaining, build what you need when you need it. We'll go through some use cases in future videos. From now on, what we'll be doing is we'll be taking the kids' gloves off, right? So we're gonna be going through each episode on specific use cases from start to running business, on how you can create these things for yourself. Basically, if you want to clone other people's SaaS or whatever the case SaaS that exists right now, you can do it. I haven't done it, but we'll probably teach you how to do it, how to turn it into a running business, and why you shouldn't just copy and clone everybody else's thing unless you're specifically using it for yourself. But when it comes to providing a service, you're going to be a little bit lacking compared to what is out there, unless you can create something better than is out there, cheaper than what is out there, and provide something better. And provide something that they don't offer, basically. Then yes, I would say use it as a sellable. Probably sell it as a running business or provide it as a service. But don't just go and copy other people out there and think that you're going to start making money just by copying them and providing it as a service. It's possible, but I would say don't do that. Rather create something, fill a need, right? Find out what problems people are facing right now. Something simple that you can provide a solution for and get paid for it. It's that simple, right? So it's modular, isolated features. So that's how we build it. Modular stuff, that means each module can be changed, improved, upgraded, but it will still work as a complete unit, right? So you have no system breaks. We validate before execution, no money risks, for example, with trading, demo only until proven. So once we've proven our system again, then we can move it to the live account and we'll show you the results from it as well, right? So the modular build philosophy is a step-by-step test each module, know what works, what breaks, and where to fix it, right? Build the module, test in isolation, validate the outputs, document the results, and then create the next module. That's how we started building, right? This becomes content. Every module equals one video, and a full system equals a course, and the process is intellectual property, right? So this is something we can basically turn into full systems, content, sellables, courses. I'm not a fan of courses, but you can turn it into courses, and the entire process becomes our intellectual property, which we can give to you or sell to you and give you the licenses to resell it, right? And that's what we are building here at Stotimon Solutions. The money path, the build systems that make money so we can upgrade the machine. So we build systems that make money so that we can reinvest it into our hardware, our software, into our Openclaw as well, so we can build more of greater things, stuff like that. Help people to do so as well, right? So we build, sell, reinvest, and scale, right? To put it simply. So 10K a month on your own machine and then help others. That's my goal, right? Is to turn everything we do into a 10K a month. We do that with Viral Engine. We've done it for at least a year, even before Openclaw. But now with Openclaw, it's going to make it easier to do that with every other service that we offer, and everything that we've built becomes a 10K a month, if not more so, on our own machine. And we use that to then help others, right? Hopefully also invest in businesses in the near future. So with our community, we have shared success, and we just built something fucking awesome. Stated by our Nexus. Okay, so content strategies. Everything we build is video gold. Modular builds become tutorials. Testing becomes live debugging. Philosophy equals thought leadership. Products equals monetization. Success stories equals social proof. So our goal is basically, or at least what Nexus is saying, make them jealous to want it, and they should want to pay us to get it. So this is basically our mission control war room. It still has a lot we need to add to it, things that are kind of missing from what we do on a daily. So accountability, tasks that need to be done. But basically, this is what you could have if you want these. I think you guys are gonna have to DM me, possibly on X or Instagram or whatever the case. Fucking even on Discord, because I'm gonna put some prompts so that you guys can create these mission controls for yourselves. But I'm not going to be able to fill all of them in the description. Unfortunately, the description is kind of limited. So I can put a basic prompts, maybe at least 2 or 3, so you guys can get started. But if you want the exact ones that we use, let's just see what this other mission control is here. I think this is one that we've seen already. Okay, this is the one that we've seen already. But yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen this one, and I'm kind of impressed on how it's built so far, because this is the kind of things that we work for, work towards, and these are the things we are building every day. Okay, so back to what's happening with our Openclaw right now. I'm trying to stop. I need to stop all our cron jobs, because that's basically what we've been doing for the test for trading. And our crons are currently burning 21 million tokens a day. That's $100 a day. So I'm going to be stopping our cron jobs and kind of just doing this as needed. And And yeah, it's basically using 21 million tokens a day, which is $100 a day. But yeah, full disclosure, I have not spent 1 cent on Openclaw as yet. And yes, we have made some decent money out of it. But like I said, I need to add a disclaimer that we do not guarantee you will get the same results that we do, and we can't guarantee that you will make money like we did, right? But if you do want help setting up your Openclaw and getting to a point where you can do so, we can provide you the systems and the frameworks and show you how it's done. So this was my long rant on how dashboards and mission controls can be created, what they can contain, what they can do for you, and what we do with our mission controls and dashboards, and basically our boardroom or war room, however you like to call it, right? In our upcoming episodes, we're gonna be doing some actual use cases that you guys can start creating right now. Again, we do not guarantee you will make money or see the results that we have gotten, but something that you guys can start with, and we will help you build it. Should you need any help, be sure to DM me at any time.